Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to go over some of the new, leaked information, it's basically pertaining to new monsters. I will also be buying some Team Gold runes since they're on sale, but first I guess I'm just going to jump into the monsters. At the bottom of this, you can find the new Taunt monster that is coming, Cryo Crawler. Well, he happens to have SC Mega Taunt, which means this is another Mega Taunt for the Gauntlet. This is definitely a huge monster for people who missed Bomb Beta for whatever reason. It will be the monster that you breed using previous past monsters, and there you will also be able to receive cells from the frat. And then I think you get cells if you breed it as well. But it should be a monster that everyone wants to get to rank 3, even if you already have Bomb Beta or don't have a Mega Taunt, no matter who you are or what you're doing in the game. This is a monster that everyone wants to get rank 3. I think they are making a sword for Krampus that is going to remove stamina when an enemy is frozen, and it's going to deal dark damage if their life is above 50%. And then this is the quest monster that is coming, which has Anticipation SC. It's not really anything about this quest monster that excites me. I've heard other people, talk it up like it's something good, but to me, there's nothing special. Nothing special at all. I find it to be as impactful as Witch Cat, meaning maybe some of you thought, Witch Cat was great. Well, you probably think this monster's great too. I just don't see it really doing anything more than, a Witch Cat would do. People could say, oh, it's got anticipated counter steam wrath. No, it doesn't. It can possess your Mega Taunt, like, how many times? Like, last time I checked, when you're already possessed, possessing again doesn't do anything. And then we've already went over the Pierce monster, which I think is a phenomenal monster. So there are a few monsters coming in this season that are pretty spicy. I definitely like the Pierce monster. I definitely like the Mega Taunt monster. And I definitely love the Race monster. Alright, now let's look at some leaks. Alright, I am on the Monster Legends official Discord to find these leaks, but it looks like I'm just going to skim over some of the things because I'm not sure the orders of them. But Krampus is going to be a Tails monster. Some of you probably known all of this stuff. Those are the moves for the Super Fox that we already know, which I'm basically calling Super Fox. Here is the Mega Taunt SC Taunt Monster's skill set. Deals moderate water damage to one enemy, not very impressive. Removes 20% of life total from one enemy, also not very impressive. Deals moderate water damage to one enemy, applies a 50% life shield to itself, not very impressive either. Deals heavy water damage to one enemy, applies immunity to freeze to all allies, not very impressive either. Removes 20% of life total from itself, removes 25% of life total from all enemies. That could be interesting considering that that's 75% of life from an enemy Mega Taunt for only 20% of your own. So yeah, I don't really, that move is definitely a wild one. I wouldn't underrate it, but I don't really know how to rate it either. The next move, Ibuya, I don't know how you even say half the stuff in this game. Deals moderate water damage to one enemy, applies Mega Freeze to one enemy. That's a good move. I like that. Deals moderate water damage to all enemy, applies Freeze to all enemies. That's a really good move. I like that. Applies Mega Taunt to itself, applies a 50% shield to itself. I like that. So, I mean, it does have 4 good moves. I think it's got the 75%, or the 25% remove all for 20 from yourself. It's got the Mega Freeze. It's got the AoE Freeze. It's got the Taunt and Shield. So I do consider this monster to be very nice. It doesn't have healing, which means when considering the Gauntlet, if they remove the rune healing method where you can swap your runes from life to something non-life to reduce your HP to make it think that it's at 100% and the game saves it there and then you just increase it again. If they get rid of that, this monster would be way, way less good than Bombetta in the Gauntlet, I think. But the fact that it has Deny and the fact that, you still can use the rune method, it's kind of better than Bombetta, except you're really going to have to figure out, are you going to change its moves back and forth? Because on nodes where you can be possessed, the last thing you want to do is freeze your whole entire team. So you do kind of want to look into that. Maybe you'll be moving just skills back and forth as you go. But yeah, definitely an impressive monster. It's a long overdue, I think, for a taunt monster with Mega Taunt SC. I think way back when we got Bombetta, Bomb should have had Taunt, in my opinion. And then there will be a Wild Bird and Ursa challenge. I mean, Wild Bird is really good if you rank 5 them, but I don't know the prices on those things, and I feel like we'd all rather just find ways to do work to get them for free. They're totally outdated monsters. They're pretty impressive, I guess, in the Grandmaster duels, which I haven't participated in yet. These seasonal chests are extra special. Cosmic monsters are taking over. The first chest is the Super Xmas chest, which contains 3. I don't know anything about that. I just know that you can get Christmas coins in the regular Christmas chests, and there will be a hidden path in the maze for some Christmas chests, which I'm guessing will just be like the other chests. And let's see, what else do we have in here? The limited time path. Yeah, there it is. Limited time path to get Xmas chests. Fratney event is for the maze monster, and then there's the sword, which is basically Krampus's sword. So I guess laser beams becomes craftable, which isn't really a big deal. But I guess if you're getting that Pierce monster and you don't have a sword for it, you probably are going to like the idea of being able to craft laser beam sword. And then the breeding event, I'm not really sure which ones are which. The Mephisto challenge, I need this Q guy, Knight, whatever his name is, challenge. I hate the idea of spinning gems, but we'll see how cheap I can get them. The Relic breeding event is kind of relevant to me. Top monster breeding event. It looks cool, but not if I'm getting rares and epics. It's not cool at all to me then, so I'll have to wait and see how hard it is to actually breed them. I might try a couple of times. I have a bunch of those combos, so we'll see. The Kothor path is nothing to me, and the Robo is nothing to me. Chicken by Night Maze, that is going to be a 7-day maze, not the 3-day mazes that we've been seeing, so I guess they're going back to the old format. And then there's a challenge for all of the monsters that are used on the books. It says Roost Wayne, Earth Support, Area Dodger with Nanovirus and different protections. Roost Wayne's close, so we are getting an Area Dodge monster in a Cosmic, and he's supposed to be a support monster. Deals low earth damage to one enemy, applies nanovirus to one enemy, deals low special damage to one enemy, applies nanovirus to one enemy, applies immunity control and stamina regeneration to one ally, restores all cooldowns on all allies, applies stamina regeneration to all allies, deals moderate special damage to one enemy, applies nanovirus to all enemies and torture immunity to all allies, removes positive status effects from all allies, deals low earth damage, deals moderate earth damage to one enemy, applies immunity control to all allies. He's trash. I don't like him at all. I have nothing that I really like about this guy. He does not have a NER. I would trade any one of those moves for a NER, and I really have no understanding. I can't wrap my mind around it why he doesn't have a NER. Whoever's idea it was to make a support monster and not put NER on it is an idiot to me. I'm not a fan of them. I wish they didn't design any more monsters. It's pathetic to me. Like, we waited this long, the era is almost over, you finally make an Area Dodge monster and you can't get it right. You call it a support monster, but it doesn't have NER. It's not even a support monster to me. It's just a garbage can with Area Dodge. So I would rather run Wormlad than this, and I'm not even joking when I say that. At least Wormlad can revive my team. He can wear a Uriel Essence. He can NER my team. Sure, he's not going to be as fast as this monster, and he's not going to have as much HP, but I don't really care. Yes, I do think that Nanovirus is good, and I do think that immunity to controls and tortures is good, but it's not enough. It's not impactful. You can't even bring back Taunt. meaning one of the greatest ways to destroy area dodge taunt is to trait disable the taunt. If I trait disable your taunt, it doesn't matter how much immune to control and immune to torture crap you start putting on, you're not getting your taunt back. You need, like... I will rank 2 this for book rewards. Junk. Just straight up junk. Whoever was on the development team for this monster, oh man, I don't like you. You probably don't like me either, but I don't like you, and I think you're pathetic. And you probably think I'm pathetic too, but oh well. Gosh, like, I hope you don't get a job after Social Point designing more shit in other games. That's all I can say. Like, it is so simple. You want to call a monster support, you put NER on it. When I say NER, I'm talking about negative effects removal. I get it. A lot of people say, if it's a torture effect, you can remove it. If it's a control effect, you can remove it. Okay. Why can't it have NER? Why doesn't it have NER? Give me one reason why the monster doesn't have NER. When you're developing this monster and you're making this monster, give me one reason why you don't put NER on it. One freaking reason why you don't put NER. That's all I got to say about it. That's it. I can't stand it. And it's going to be talked about so much because it's an area dodge monster. Legends Pass Cosmic Era Season 7, so we are doing another season, another season of the Cosmics, which I figured we were because of how much space was left on page 9. So I think we're getting like one monster a month for page 9, and there was still enough room to where I'm thinking Season 7 might be the last season. I don't know. Alright, the countdown to the next Legends Pass, blah, blah, blah. This is the next the next race monster, my bad. Nahane, I guess? I don't know how you say anything in this game, really. Deals moderate magic damage to one enemy, deals moderate magic damage to one enemy, applies curse, deals low magic damage to one enemy, applies possession to one enemy, applies precision to itself, immune to possession to itself. That's a really retarded skill. Deals low magic damage to all enemies, applies curse to all enemies. Seems like shit. Deals low magic damage to all enemies, applies possession to all enemies. Okay. Deals heavy magic damage to one enemy, applies possession and curse to one enemy. Deals moderate magic damage to all enemies, applies mega possession to all enemies, and frees all enemies. That's a very good move, the mega possession. Other than that, it's nothing. Like, I do look at this monster and I see a lot of potential, especially with relics. This thing could be amazing in the gauntlet, speed traits, relics, speed stat. All very important information for this monster, but it has a lot of really weak skills too, but it does have that really super strong mega control move, and that's the first mega controller of the Cosmics as far as I'm aware, so yeah, I definitely see this to be a decent monster, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the area dodge one, and I am a fan of the Mega Taunt monsters. So far this season, I love the Pierce monster, I love the Mega Taunt monster, I love the Race monster, and then next season it looks like I like the Race monster not as much as I like this season's Race monster. I think this season's Race monster is way more fun, way more cool. But at the end of the day, so far this whole entire season, aside from the Steam Wrath, is basically just the same stuff they've been giving us for months, guys. Like, we're not getting... Like, I've said this in a stream earlier, it's basically like trying to explain the difference between Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. Like, you got different monsters. That's what you got. They're it's still a cartoon, bro. It's still a cartoon channel. This is still the same stuff, bro. It's still the same stuff. We already got monsters possessing. We already got monsters with area dodge. We already got monsters with taunt. We already got monsters with mega taunt. We already got monsters doing everything these monsters do. Like, when it comes to Steam Wrath, no, we didn't have monsters taking infinity turns when paired up with somebody. We didn't have that. That's new. Just like last season, we didn't have Lupo turn transferring and nerring at the same time, the whole team. Yeah, like, that's new stuff. But the rest of the stuff, man, is like I'm playing a very repetitive, boring, driven game. Like, there's literally, it's like It's like reselling Christmas gifts or something, man. Like somebody give you something, you're just like, oh, I just want to wrap it in a different wrapper and give it to somebody else. Like that's what you're doing. You're taking a monster idea that's already out and you're basically just repainting it and giving it back to us. Like that that is like a kick in the face to anyone like myself who's been playing over a year, but it's nothing to new players. New players have no idea what's going on. They're just coming in this game like, wow, look at all this stuff. Yeah, well, if you're somebody like me, man, we're sitting here watching you give me the same thing I already own. Like I'm looking for new tools to put in my toolbox. That's what I'm looking for when I read leaks and when I'm looking for new monsters. I'm really looking for show me a tool I don't already have that I can throw in my toolbox so that I'm doing better off than I was before. I'm not getting it really. Like now I'm getting a cosmic Azul, however you say his name, the monster with the eyeball in his stomach. It's just long overdue, man. You could have gave that to me 4 months ago. Like, it's really so long overdue. Like, yes, I'm thankful to have another makeup taunt, but I'm not impressed. I'm highly not impressed. Alright, so I rambled on plenty over the leaks. Let's get into doing something for the game. I am going to get Blaz as far as I know. I am 1, 2, 3 moves away. I lost like 12 coins doing my stream earlier because of it crashing. And yeah, so yeah, I haven't max collected, but I've been pretty close. I will be short by like, I don't know, 15 minutes on max collecting twice before the 10% is over. Like I'll max collect when there's 3 hours and 45 minutes left, and then I'll max collect at the end of the discount. Which at the end of the discount I won't get a max collection. I'll be short, and either way I only need 800 and let's see, it's like 865 for the last 2 moves, and then I need 1, so I need like 866 to finish this maze with what 2, 3, 5 collects left. I'm pretty sure I'm safe. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong and that doesn't happen. Aside from that, let's see, I can't see because my recorder's in the way, but I think I'm close to 500 million gold. I think I'm just going to spend it all at the moment. So this is going to be time elapsed. Alright guys, so I gave myself carpal tunnel, but I'm definitely done. I was able to get up to 3.35k before we ran out. I think that is months worth of gold runes, or team gold runes. I really wish they were gold runes. I definitely rank and value gold runes higher than I do team gold runes, probably 3 to 1. People listening may think that's crazy, but yeah, in your picture perfect world, you might think Team Gold are better because you're like, oh yeah, 4 monsters in a habitat and many. It's like, listen, bro. Unless the 4 monsters you have in a habitat are the exact same GPM, most of the time Team Gold is still not better, meaning it is more plausible to just put Team Gold on your lowest GPM monsters and Gold on your highest GPM monsters. It doesn't matter about the monsters in a habitat. It's not the habitat that makes the gold, it's the monsters that make the gold inside the habitat, and monsters are not all created equal, meaning a monster that makes 155 GPM a minute is not the same as a monster that makes 364 GPM a minute. So when you're putting Team Gold on monsters, you're treating monsters like they're equal. They're not all equal, guys. I'm not going to continue to go over it. I'm just going to tell you, look, gold runes are better. Why? Because later on, 12 years from now, when you're in a situation where you need Team Gold, so talking to the free-to-play 12 years from now when you actually need the team golds, you can just change your gold runes to team golds using 3-1 team golds in your regular gold rune. Now to the spenders, if you're planning on buying out everything, and go ahead, buy you some team gold runes. You're probably going to need them if you're going to buy, you know, all your habs rank 4 or max leveled with 4 monsters in them, sure. You're probably going to have all good monsters. They're all going to be same GPM anyway, sure. But yeah, from my perspective, Team Gold is kind of useless to me. It's a waste of gold, meaning there's like 20 monsters I own right now that, you know, arguably should be wearing Team Gold runes. The other 309 monsters should be wearing gold runes if I wanted to increase profit. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So what else is going on? I am not caught up in this PvP challenge at all. I will be doing that as soon as this video is over. I'm going to grind it out. Probably a lot of it with auto on. I might pay some attention and then auto halfway through the matches, but my team still does pretty well, and then maybe next time we can play with Steam Wrath in the next challenge. But currently I am in the top 5k, and I have a level 9 brewing, which won't be ready in time, but if I'm not in top 5k, I will just gem it. I'll gem it so that I am in top 5k. I did rank 3 my Thasla. All of my rankers empty, which isn't a good sign. I should keep it busy all the time. And then I still have nothing for this dungeon. Basically just going to watch it go away. It ends in 17 hours, and I mean, maybe we can level these 2 guys up, but I just spent all my money that I was going to use for food, so I don't see it happening. I think we're just going to watch it go away. And then next week we can finish that one, because I'm going to gem the race monster and open its hatch spots, or its rune spots, and put runes on it right away. So yeah, hopefully I can use that in the next week's dungeon and everything will work out. So anyway, guys, I think that's all that's going on today. I will be making a video tomorrow, and I will stream tomorrow's Gauntlet, and I think I will also stream the Nemesis Survival Dungeon tomorrow, because I haven't activated my Rune Guardian. I'll activate it for Gauntlet and then use it also for the Nemesis Dungeon. And my Breeding Guardian is on cooldown. As soon as that is over, I'm going to try to breed the Quest Monster. I am not going to spend gems, I don't think, worrying about the Quest Monster. I will just pay 350 gems and buy the chest from the shop if I can't get it. It's not a big deal to me, but usually I always get it for way cheaper just trying to breed it. I do have the combo, so I should be good. Anyway, that's what's going on my channel, guys. So thank you to everybody who watches, and I will see you tomorrow. Later.